What's going on, everybody? Saul Sunforge here for Dungeons and Taverns. How's everybody doing? Um, I'm about to edit one of the campaign sessions from in September, I think. So about 15, 16 sessions back from where we're at now. But we're catching up. So depending on if we get more subscribers in here, the final sessions are going to be live for those of you on YouTube instead of just my streaming platform. But I wanted to give you some of my easiest homebrew rules that you can incorporate into your game. Um, and I know at least one of these rules is used by another DM on YouTube, and that's fine. Eventually, you're gonna have really every rule that's mentioned. Some DM's gonna have something similar. Chances are, there's just too many. There's too many DMs out there for that to not be the case. Um, But my easiest top three rules. Uh, Thank you, Callie. Thanks. My easiest top three rules. The first one is potions. In D&D, in Raw, which means rules as written, uh, potions take a main action to drink. What?
Pop.
Okay, can you go away? Daddy's recording, honey. I'll talk to you in a moment, okay? My daughter, she likes harass me when I'm recording. But rules as written, a potion takes a main action to drink. And you'll get into a situation where it's just a downward spiral where the enemies are attacking you, but you're trying to drink your potions and you keep drinking them in hopes that you can out heal their damage output. And it's just this weird stalemate, if anything, until hoping you could just outlast it by wasting all those potions. So instead of doing that, I make it in my game that drinking a potion that you have, if your character drinks a potion that your character has in their inventory, it's only a bonus action. And that makes it so that you still have your main action to attack or to do whatever it is that you'd like to do, while still getting your healing. You can give other people potions, and it takes your main action to still give somebody else a potion, and then it takes their bonus action for them to drink the potion at that point. Um, and so there's a little bit of play with it, you know. You can still, like I said, still risk giving somebody else a potion and having that still take a main action, but it eliminates the whole dichotomy of this downward spiral of you trying to overheal or out heal, excuse me, the incoming damage that you're receiving. Um, my second rule is crits. Crits doing max damage. So say you have a weapon that does 2d8s. You roll a 20 on your attack, a natural 20. You roll a critical. So that weapon, that 2d8s becomes 4d8s, right? My way, those 2d8s they both come up 8, and then you just roll the bonus dice for the critical over the normal damage. This ensures that your criticals are never going to come out really crappy. If you roll 2d8 and they both came out ones, and then you get times 2, your critical hit does 4 damage. Your critical hit does less damage than 90, 85, 90% of your regular attacks. It doesn't feel very critical to me. And so this way, now your critical hit is guaranteed to feel critical. The next rule that I have is glancing blows. Uh, in D&D, if you hit their AC, when you roll your attack, if it matches their AC, it's a normal hit. But I like to add a little bit of variable to the combat, and so in mine, it's a glancing blow, which means you hit them, but it wasn't as effective as it could have been. That's reflected to match their AC, but not exceed their defenses. You're matching their defenses, but not taking them over. And so you roll your damage like normal, and then you half it, and of course you round down because almost everything in D&D is rounding down when it comes to fractions, unless it specifically states it in the rule book, which is very rare exceptions. But so we're going to round it down, and that's your damage. So say you get 28 total damage for your glancing blow, it's 14. It applies to enemies too. It applies to enemies too. It isn't a player just a player handicap. If you were trying to play more of a hardcore D&D, you could make it that it's just the players that get the glancing blows. It wouldn't change too much overall, but it would add a little bit more danger element to the game. Because the players have a danger of only hitting for half, and then the enemies, have that one extra number that they could touch and hit you. So it increases their to hit for their full value by just a touch over you. And those are the three homebrew house rules. Real quick, real easy. The easiest ones I have that will make a nice impact in your game that you can implement in your existing game or a game you're going to be starting up in the future. So, Saul Sunforge signing out. I'm going to edit up the episode, and it'll be up shortly here today before I go to work, hopefully. All right. So thank you for watching. Be sure to like and subscribe, and let somebody know about the channel who may be interested, and let's get growing. See you soon.